Okay, I think that's all right. Let me see if I can move this over here instead. Let's try that. Okay guys, what's up? Today we're gonna do part 4 of our tire changes at part 5. I think it's part 5. Just woke up a little while ago, and it is almost 1 p.m. So I'm gonna pull up the stream here on my tablet. Make sure it works. Just woke up a little while ago. Okay. So we're just gonna take our time today, folks. I think I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer. It's gonna be a slow video, guys. We're just gonna take our time. We're gonna put Humpty Dumpty back together again. I'm gonna explain a few things along the way. Jeez, I'm just trying to find the right camera angle with my phone. My phone does not have the best field of view. But over here, off on the side here, is my workmate. I actually got this last week. I assembled the workmate, and the only use I got for it right now is just a spare table for the time being. But it's a nice little table. So I have an electric screwdriver. I have an electric duster over here. I have all the screws for the Sherman S. The tools that we need here. The kickstand is here. The suspension. Got some paper towels. Just a screwdriver thing where I can put my bits on. I have the bits. Right over here is a list of what I need to do for the reassembly. Electric pump. We're going to check the tire pressure. The tire has already been put on. I did this yesterday. It was actually pretty easy, and I'll go over that in just a second. And behind that is the suspension frame. And oops, and over here is the top piece with the control board. So it looks like a mess, but is actually gonna be pretty straightforward. If you can think in the term of Legos. Hold on. If you can think in the term of Legos, you'll be all set. And I do have the control board cover right over here. Okay, so I'll put that off to the side. So a little iffy about this, but if I just take my time, get it done, I think we'll be okay. Now we're going to talk about the tire. So we put the tire on, and as you know, this tire is connected to this piece here via the motor wires. So you have to kind of fandangle around that way. But the way I got this tire on was when I received the tire, I put the new tube inside with some baby powder inside the tube, on the tube and inside the tire. So that way it kind of prevents pinching a little bit. And then after I inflated the tube a little bit, you can see it visually getting pumped up. I put zip ties all around the tire. So that way it increases the circumference of the tire, you know, the inside of the tire. So I use this stuff. Let me show you the stuff I used. Bull snot. French USA introduced me to this tire lube. And the thing is, this stuff dries quickly, so you have to use it pretty much on the spot. Which is good because you really don't want a slick mess. You can use dish soap too to help put a tire on a rim. And these are the zip ties I had laying around for a couple years. It's pretty handy. I used it for a couple projects already. So yeah, just zip tie that sucker, increase the circumference of the tire. And the tire came on easy, guys. Just I had to press down a few times, but it went over the rim really easy. So there was one part of the tire that didn't seat perfectly, or I should say, um, it didn't, the bead didn't set around the rim. It was kind of stuck a little bit inside the rim. So I pumped this up with my air compressor to 45 psi. Not this compressor, but a real compressor. And then it popped. So I've had this since 6 o'clock last night. Hopefully it's still at 45 psi. I haven't checked yet. We're going to check it right now to make sure the air is holding. Make sure we didn't pinch a rim. Pinch a rim. Make sure we didn't pinch a tube. There we go. So we're going to check it with our normal. And let's see if it held. Okay, some air leaked out, obviously, from me doing that. And it says 42 psi. So I'm happy with that. And I didn't use this to check the pressure. I used something else. So this is pretty spot on. So I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to let some air out. Let some air out. And I'll get it to like 35 for now. I am looking out for you guys' comments. Like I said, I have a tablet on the side. And we will get some air out of this tire. And then we will start reassembling. .35 psi is good. Thank you to Jason from E-Wheels. He sent me over a couple of tubes. And I thank him very much for sending them right over in very fast fashion. Very good guy. If you never deal with E-Wheels, I recommend that place. It will take good care of you there. And also, I'll show you something else before we get started. He sent me over this box of the upgrades. So we got the upgraded pedals. I don't know if I'm going to put these on today or not. Probably not. But we have the upgraded pedals. Yeah, let me show you. Okay. Obviously a pair. One of the tubes here. A seat. We don't need that. Upgraded trolley handle. I'm actually not going to put that on today, and I'll tell you why in a second. Came with a beeper. There's a beeper in there. Right there. There's a beeper. I'm not going to put that on. And upgraded brackets. I am going to put those on. So I'm going to put those off to the side. And there's also a bag of, what is it called? A bag of screws and rods, and they're all labeled, so that is awesome, folks. So let's just organize ourselves. I know a lot of you would rather watch a video that's edited. Don't have the time, but I'm just recording it live. This is the way I want to do it, so that way you guys can see what kind of mess ups we encounter along the way without any fancy editing. And I'm just going to pull out suspension click screws. We will need that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Pedal lock pillar spare parts. What's this? Suspension base screws. Suspension base screws. Okay, so we'll take that too. We'll put the new screws on. So I probably will not need those screws. Okay, let's get right down to business. As you see, I'm kind of stalling, and we got a couple of comments from Hammy Hamster. He says, "Yay, no punctures or punctures even. Poopy spelling. That's okay. No one's perfect. I'm just waking up, man. Waking up." All right, so let's put that off to the side. think I covered everything. So the tire's fine, and we're gonna focus on the bottom bracket on suspension frame, and this is going to be on the right side. We're going to work on first. So let's get that on. Did I lose you guys? Are you still here? Damn. All right. All right. Let's get going here. So, damn. It's like almost 90 degrees right now, and it's really muggy. So I'm trying to stay cool in this shed. What do we got? Okay, so what side is what? This is left side. This is left side. So we're working on all right. Damn, fucking alarms keep going off. Hey Siri, cancel alarms.
Okay, your alarms are off.
All right. All right. Okay, so this is the right side. And this is right side. Right side, right side. There we go. Everything's all kind of twisted around, so we're just kind of put it all back together in the right way here. We've got some grease. Alarm. You didn't see me fit the tire. I didn't make a video of that. I just wanted to get it done. It was a little frustrating. I thought it was going to be frustrating, so I didn't want to put that on camera. But it was done. It only took like 10 minutes the most. Okay. So let's get you guys over here. Show you what I'm doing. Okay, those are the alarms that I set to wake myself up because I work overnight shifts and I'm trying to reset my sleeping pattern again back to overnights because I've been waking up normal people time, you know, and staying up during the day. So I have to reset myself for it. We will be staying up all night. Okay, right side, right side, right side. Okay, we're good. So let's fit this over. So this little nut on this side, on the left side. So get the nut in there, in the motor. And then I'm going to lay that back down. And then now we can work on this side. And I'm going to feed this wire in the trough. Okay. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Fits in there very nicely. I am going to put some silicone in there. Just make sure this side is on correctly. Okay, it is on. Okay. And make sure we're good there. All right. Hammy Hamster says, you didn't see me fit the tire. Did you check the rotation? It can be fitted either way. It's a front and rear. And if you might have seen in my Sherman tire change video, I had put the tire on in a reverse pattern. So let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about here. It's kind of hard to relay in this video. Okay, let's just say, well, this is the right side. So I have the arrows of the tire going down. So when you're moving the tire forward, that tread is going first forward. That's actually the reverse orientation. But since this is just a single wheel, you actually want this here facing this way. So this is the correct way on an electric unicycle using the Michelin Pilot Street 2. Before, I had the arrows reversed, and they were coming down reversed, if that makes any sense. A lot of people in the comments of that video are telling me I put the tire on wrong, and French USA did the same when he did that to his tire. Oh well, it is what it is. It still rode pretty good, so. All right, let's put some silicone on there. Oh, that stuff's coming out pretty thick. Shit. Let me cut that a little bit more. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. So there's a look. Okay. So I'm going to put some silicone right in here. There, that's good. That's just where the wire meets the bearing. That's what it is, a bearing. All right, so we'll put that there. And now we're gonna put a bracket on there. So the bottom bracket on this side. And I think I want the shit. I kind of forgot. I think this needs to be on the bottom. There's a little curve right here on the bottom. Let me just double check if I have the orientation right. Yep. Okay. So that's there. There. So I'm going to put our suspension base screws in. We have 4 in total. And we have thread locker. It looks like there's some Loctite on there already. So I'm going to hand thread those in first. Can't do it with that one. All right. And so I don't need that bottom bracket anymore, and that was a number 5. Number 5. So we're gonna use this tool. We're gonna hand maybe not. Do I not have the right tools again? I'm just doing it by hand at first, and then I'll finish it with a drill. That one feels like it's off just a little bit. Okay, we're good there. Oh, let me get my drill. I'm gonna finish these with a hand, with a torque, a hex tool. Freaking warm, really hot in here. All right, let's see. Okay, this was an H5. So that's an H5. Shit. Just get it. I just want to get it where it's snug enough, and then we'll call it good. Because this is the most crucial part of the wheels, the nuts on the axle. Okay, that feels tight enough to me. All right, those are done. All right, next up, is these here. So we did get new suspension click screws, but that's just for the top cover. So these are going to be H4s. And we're just going to do it very lightly, light torque. So what you want to do with this is you want to make sure both ends, that there's a gap in between. So you want to make sure both gaps are the same, and you don't want to over tighten them. Or actually, no, we're not even there yet. I'm sorry. We're not there yet, guys. That's for the top cover. One. This is H3s, right? H4s? Doesn't feel like it's H4. One. I'm trying not to. Alright, I'm going to tighten that up. So that was an H3. So that's for the H3. H3. Oh, I already got H3 on there. No, I don't. It's H5. 5. H3. Oh, I have it off to the side. Do you prefer street? I actually like the street tire Hammy Hamster. When I put it on the Sherman, the OG Sherman. So H3. I don't know about this tool here. Damn it. Sorry guys, hold on. This thing's a pain. I don't like this tool. This is really going to slow us down. This tool here. Okay. We got that bracket on. Alright, so again, we're going to be focusing on the right side. So what we're going to do now is, we got that on. Now we're going to get this bracket we're going to get this bracket all put together here. So in order to do that, gonna take a little fandangling. This is gonna be a little hard. Let's see. All right, brackets. Cross bracket hub. Okay, so we only had one hex screw, and that was H3. I'll put that here. Okay, H3. Okay, then we'll get the top piece on, which is sat on with 6 H2s, I think, or PH2 screws. So where's the bracket? Where's the bracket? All right, so this is going to be a little difficult. I can see already. Just got to fit that there, but it doesn't want to stay put. So, damn it. Okay. I think I got it in a good spot now. So PH2 bracket, cross bracket. This should go. I know you can't see me right now. I just want to get this part done. Come on, stay put. Okay, this is going to take just a little bit of time, guys. All right, PH2. If I can get this piece to sit on that wire, we'll be all set. We got one. Okay, I think I can hand screw that on now. The hand drill, I should say. You guys see what I'm doing? No, kind of. Oh, I broke it. Fucking A. That cross bracket. I'm gonna take it apart because I think it's. Damn it. Slightly broke it. I'm gonna see if I can. Shit. Can I? I'm gonna have to bring all this stuff back here. This part is the only part of the whole damn thing is the worst. This part here is the top hub. I'm gonna have to feed this metal down. There we go. Now that should be all right. Maybe. Yeah, okay, that seems like it sits flush on there. I'm gonna be careful. There. I don't think that piece is needed all that much for the integrity of the wheel. See this part here? I don't think this piece is really integral to the stability of the wheel. All this really does is just kind of braces both sides together. Gives it a little bit more stability, I'm thinking. But, whew. All right. This cross bracket is basically the worst thing, I think, out of this whole deal. Okay. My bad, I shouldn't use that electric screwdriver on that. I should have known better. So, just slightly cracked. Slightly. And make sure the sheath is moved all the way off to the side and sits on the outside. Right here, guys. Okay? So now, just going to continue. Very slowly. Then we're going to get the suspension on the side, and we should be all set to work on the next side after. And I estimate we'll be done with this in 1 more hour. Okay, just get it until it's tight enough. Okay. There. Done. The hardest part is done, pretty much. Knock, knock. Knock on wood. All right. Suspension time. Okay, suspension time. So, we're going to get the right suspension. Is this the right one? This is left. Okay. Left suspension. Okay. So you want this setting out, and I just want to show you what the suspension looks like. So this is the outside. This is facing outwardly. This is, I guess you can consider, the base. And these are rubber gaskets here. So the rubber kind of fits up in here somewhere, but you want to fit so there's this little piece here, this metal here, so make sure it sits flush with this little insert right in there. I feel like I'm missing something here. This feels awkward. Uh-oh. Okay. Not too confident right now with the piecing of this together because it feels weird. Because look, this is, you got, it's hard to show you what I'm showing you guys. Damn. Okay, so this is the wheel right here, suspension base, and this is the control board area. So all this is held on by the suspension. This is basically your frame, the inner frame, and then we put a battery over it, which reinforces it some more. So this is a Lego wheel. A Lego wheel. All right, I'm not too confident right now. So give me a second, guys. Let's see. Come on. So when we took off the suspension, oh, I don't want to look at my live channel here. Fucking neighbors and their music. All right, let me see how I got the suspension off. Okay, so I was right. Okay. Again, I'm not too confident right now because this. Oh, okay. I see where that sets now. All right. So we don't need to put this on. We don't need to do nothing with this yet. We just need to put the bracket on. Okay. Top bracket. That's going to go on like that. Jeez, fucking crow. Okay, a lot of... All right, a lot of the frustration is not knowing what I'm doing. That's basically the problem. So we're trying to learn how to do this for the first time, reassembling the wheel. And this fucking piece is in my way all the fucking time. All right, let's leave that there. There we go. Okay, so we have new suspension click screws that will go on our new brackets, and they're already okay. And these are H4s. Okay. Also, guys, I'm going to put all this together. I'm going to take all these live streams and I'm going to put it all together. I'll compile it so that way you guys don't have to watch all these live streams. Okay, here we go. So this is where I'm going to hand thread these in first. Or actually the whole time. Slightly screw. You want to make sure there's a gap in there, so you want to make sure the gap is the same on each side, because you can risk breaking the bracket. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. Let's just get this done, guys. Let's just get this done. All right, so I'm just gonna lightly screw that in and not worry about tightening it up yet, because we need to do the other side. We gotta make sure both sides will fit on this top piece before we put the batteries on and further reinforce the reassembly. All right, so at least that's on, and we got that bracket on. Now we just gotta repeat it on the other side. Okay, so obviously this is already put together for us and we didn't have to do anything over here, but I'm just going to make sure these are tight, that's tight, that's tight, and that's tight enough. Okay, and now we're going to put our new bolts on. So that was an M5, I think. M5. They already have Loctite on them. Okay. M5. I'll tell you one thing, guys. I can't wait for this. We're going to get a bin, one of those big junk bins, so we can throw a lot of our junk out that we don't need anymore. But this whole shed that I'm using, I'm going to convert it. I have a little workspace back here using this table I'm using and my workmate for different types of projects. So that way I have a place to work and do my crafts and hobbies. But unfortunately, you know, over the years things pile up, and now it's time to just get rid of some of that crap. Alright, so we're just hand tightening these bolts just a little bit, and now I'm going to use the electric screwdriver. If anybody is out there, say hello. I do have the stream up and open. I'm going to do low torque settings here. Yeah, maybe not. Motor boat bolts. Motor boat. Whoa. That part's not going in good enough. So something tells me that's not on right. Let's hand tighten that. Let's unscrew that. I do not want to strip these. Come on, man. Woo. Damn. All right, now I'm questioning myself here. I'm questioning myself. That was an H5, right? Yeah, see, that's on. Damn, I hate this fucking thing. All right, why did I buy this? So I'm questioning myself whether I put on fuck. Questioning myself, I put the bolts on tightly on the other side now. This feels nice and tight. But one of the bolts look like they're higher than the other, and that's kind of driving me nuts. Let me... Yeah. I'm not going to mess with that any further. I think that's fine. Okay. This whole fucking thing keeps falling off the table. I have no room to move around. Alright. Oh, what fell down? Okay. Something fell down. Something fell off this thing. What fell off? I have no idea what this is. We'll put it there for now. Oh, I know where that goes. Okay. We'll put. All right, so here we go. Let's do. It's got to be at least 90 degrees in this shed. All right. All right, onwards and forwards, my friends. Slow and steady wins the race. All right. So we're going to put this bracket on now.